Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fatty's Barbecue. I'm Eric Cantu. Thank you very much for joining in. As you can tell, we're ready for another episode. This time, we're smoking up a turkey. All right, everybody, so as you know, it's around Thanksgiving time. Today is actually Thanksgiving Day, but we're going to be going to the family's house and stuff like that, so I'm not going to be cooking the turkey today. What I'm doing right now is actually getting this turkey set up for the brine process. My goal is to have this ready to eat on Saturday, so I'm going to cook it Friday night. So I'm going to brine it today, Thanksgiving Thursday, and it's going to be at least 24 hours that I'm going to have it soaking in this stuff. But let me just show you guys what I do. Get this opened up real quick, and we'll probably cut through all this. I'll fast forward through all this stuff right now. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking out all the innards that are in it, right? Just taking that out. Anything else that's just kind of loose in there, take it out. And the giblets will be by the neck. So put that to the side. Just turn it around. There's the bag. Make sure you take the bag out, guys. This isn't a Christmas present. So you can make some good gravy out of this good stuff here, which I'm gonna do a little bit later on. And then, so make sure nothing else is in there. That's fine. Go back in here. Nothing else. So now I'm just gonna move this turkey off to the side. I'm gonna wash this section right here real quick. All right, everybody, so here's my brine. This brine I went ahead and made earlier, and what it is, it's about a gallon of vegetable broth, about a cup, maybe a little more than a cup of kosher salt, about a half a cup to a cup of brown sugar, and I've got some allspice in here, some peppercorn, some candied ginger, just a whole bunch of good stuff, and it smells really good when you're cooking it. But what I did was I brought it to a boil. After it boiled, then I went ahead, just make sure it was, nice and mixed well. Let it sit. Let it get back to room temp, and then put it in the refrigerator till it's cold. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. This goes in my 5-gallon bucket. Okay. So that brine mixture goes in the 5-gallon bucket. And then we're going to follow this up with some ice water. Now here comes my ice water. Just a whole bunch of water and ice. There we go. Okay, got the ice water. Now, just giving it a quick mix. Right. Now let's grab this turkey. And this turkey's gonna go head first right into this brine. So just put it right in there. And it's gonna take a little while. We want that cavity to fill up. Right there, see how that's right in there? So, there we go. Now that cavity's filling up. You don't want to push it too fast because then it'll just overflow. So once it goes in there we go. And now that should be fairly perfect. Boom, there it is. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna close this up. This is gonna go into my refrigerator. I'm gonna let this rest for 24 to 48 hours. Now guys, remember, if you're gonna do this, make plenty of room in your refrigerator before you try to put this in there. Otherwise, it's gonna be kind of crazy. So yes, plenty of room in the refrigerator. Close this up, let it sit, and we'll come back when we're ready to start cooking this thing. Anyway, all I'm doing is getting this apple ready. This is just gonna go inside of the turkey, just to give it some extra flavor. So we'll put that in here. So I'm gonna do this apple. So I'm just gonna follow that apple up. Some big chunks of onion. And this is also gonna go inside of the turkey. Okay, so that's it. Put that in there. Gonna hold this off to the side. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start getting the butter mixture ready. So what I like to do on my turkeys is I like to kind of pull up the skin a little bit, make a couple pockets, get just scoops of butter and stick it in there. But I'm also gonna mix it with a little bit of this chicken rub also. So let me just get the butter prepped up, get a few scoops, can throw it in here. Birds are chirping, it's a nice day outside. Okay. And you know what, I don't measure, guys. I don't really know, how much. I just kind of go by look. And I'm just gonna mash this together until it smells good. And just, I just kind of imagine what it's gonna smell like when I rub it all over the turkey. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna have this butter mixture here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just scoop it out. I'll form little balls with it, and I'm just gonna put it right over the breast. I'll put some over the leg pocket areas, just over the thighs, so that way when it cooks, it'll kind of just settle on top of the meat. All right, so now we're ready to prep the turkey, guys. If you remember, I had that thing sitting in that brine that I made. It's been about 48 hours now, so I'm pretty excited. Hopefully it's got a lot of juice just pulled into it, and hopefully it comes out really juicy. So here it is. You can see it's been sitting in this brine in the refrigerator for 48 hours. It's gonna get kind of messy here, but let's pull it out. So remember, there's a cavity in here, so you kind of got to let it drain all the juice out. Don't just pick it up right away. You see that? The turkey kind of going pee-pee. Let's go and put this bad guy right here. Just like this. Now I got to face it towards me so I can work with it. So now what I'm going to do is just grab this clean towel here, and I'm just going to pat it dry. Okay, so all I'm gonna do here is all this extra neck skin here, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this off, because this is just gonna burn anyway in the smoker. Go and toss that. So what I'm gonna do is just create a little pocket here with my finger. See that? Go this way. Just create a little bit of pocket. Work your way, try not to tear the skin. Okay. Then turn it around. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Put your hand in here and just separate a little bit. There you go. And man, this thing's still cold. Whew, it's cold on the hands. So now I get a little bit of this butter, and I'm just going to shove it right in here, just like that. Then you can kind of hold the skin down like this and start to push it just like that. And you're basically creating a coating in there of butter. Put that in here just like that. Push it in. Again, hold it and just start to slide it right in. Okay, some more butter. And I like to put a lot. I'm a butter guy. I like to put a lot in there. There we go. Now I'll put some on the other side. This way, I made the pocket over here. And you just kind of slide it right off your hand. It goes right up. And yes, it does look messy, but you know what? It's gonna taste really good. Make it a little bit bigger here. There we go. Just right in there. See how it just goes right on there? But if you make the holes too big, sometimes what happens is that butter will just kind of drain right out. So I just go right off my finger, and there it is. That's looking good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make right here, see that little hole right there? I'm gonna put some butter right in there over the leg, and then I'm gonna go right in here on this side, do the same thing. Just stuff it right in there. Again, I know it looks gross, but trust me, it's gonna taste great. Butter, butter, butter. Put that in there. And then I also go right in here, a little bit over the leg. It's a little harder for me for this angle, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing. Okay, same thing over here. Some people will make cuts actually right up in here. They'll make a cut, and which is fine, but I try not to cut the skin, because as the skin cooks, right, it starts to come apart, and so I don't want the skin to expose the meat and stuff like that. So I like that crispy skin. So I'm pretty much got all the butter that I'm gonna want in this guy. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change my gloves, get it cleaned up a little bit. What I'm going to go ahead and do, guys, I'm gonna get some of this avocado oil and I'm just gonna smear it right over it. And this should help the rub stick. I'm gonna try to keep one hand clean for now. So let's just rub this all around. And avocado to me, it's like olive oil. I just happen to have avocado oil. But to me, it didn't taste any different. Doesn't do anything any different to it. Okay, a little more on the wing. Okay, this wing. Back here. Okay, and this is just me, guys. Everybody, you know, y'all might do things differently. You know, you have your own methods. This is just kind of the way I do it. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know, but I have fun doing it anyway. So we're nice and coated, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and finish off with the butter on top, the rest of that butter that I had, that butter mixture, and I'm just gonna rub this on it, just like this, all over. There you go. And you could do the back if you want to do it on the back. It's no big deal. I just like to do it here, up on the top. So that's looking actually really good. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it with this little bit of poultry seasoning, real simple. I'm just going to hit it up, light coating on here. Nothing too crazy. It's really, really simple. Kind of hard to do here. And then I like to put it inside too, so if you can get a grip, just pour some down in there. Just kind of rub it. Whether this actually does anything, I don't know, but it's just for my purposes. I like to put it on the inside as well. Well, remember those apples and onions? We're just going to go ahead and stick those right inside. Let's put them in there. Oops, dropped an apple. That one's a goner. And that's pretty much it right there. Okay, so now what I do is these wings right here, they will burn if you just kind of put the bird in like this. So what I do is you get one of these guys, get a grip of your turkey, and you're gonna tuck the wing right. I'm talking all this mess, but I'm all full of butter, so it's hard to do. Here we go, hold on, let's try to see it. There we go. Tuck that wing underneath. It's a little harder from this, doing it at this angle. All right, there we go. So you can see I got the wings tucked in underneath. That'll keep them from burning. And if I want, I could put a little bit of string on here to keep these legs together, but I think it's gonna hold pretty good. So now what I'm gonna do, guys, I know this is a cardinal sin. It's ready. But I know this is gonna be a little crazy. You guys are gonna freak out. I know we're smoking the turkey, but what I'm gonna do first is put it in the oven at 500 degrees for 30 minutes, okay? I know people freaking out like, wait, what, oven? What's going crazy? This is just the way I do it. Again, you can follow along or you don't have to follow along, but I think you'll like the results. 500 degrees for 30 minutes, and that's it. Pull it out, it's gonna go right on the smoker. We're gonna maintain the temp, and we're gonna eat some turkey. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes at 500 degrees in the oven. It is now time to put this turkey in the smoker. I'm gonna go ahead and use the vertical smoker on this Lone Star grill. Here we go. So already at temp. Let's get this turkey here. That looks beautiful, gorgeous. I kind of cracked the skin a little bit, but there we go. We're gonna get one probe right here in the breast, nice and deep, and the other probe is gonna go in the thigh portion, way back here. And you gotta make sure that it stays away from the bone. So right there. Okay, so let's get this guy closed up. All right, so that's it. The turkey's in, probes are set. We're just gonna maintain the fire at 225 to 250, and we'll come back when this thing hits temp. All right, everybody, the turkey is done. The timers are yelling at me saying, take it off the pit, please. I'm pretty excited because this Lone Star grill worked perfectly. This was the first time cooking on the vertical smoker, and I was a little nervous because I had never done it before, but it held temps perfectly. I kept it between 225 to 250, and I had to roll the heat a little bit hotter in the firebox to get it to reach all the way over here. But once it got set, it was fabulous, guys. I mean, seriously, seriously, very, very good craftsmanship. Very excited. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this turkey off. Now, I think I said the last episode that I did not like these gloves, but I haven't bought a new pair yet, so I have to use these. These are the heat resistant gloves, so this will keep me from burning my hands. The only thing I don't like is they're so hard to get on and off. It's because my forearms are kind of big. I know, I'm so muscular, right? No, my forearms are so big that it doesn't push up. Guys, so here we go. Let's take this turkey out. Careful. Okay. Woo-wee. This thing looks beautiful. And put my shield up there.
I'm gonna put it down here so they can see the juice dripping.
There's the juice right there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these probes out. One in the back. Alrighty. It is juicy. All right, so let's hope I don't drop this turkey. Let's pull them out. Ooh-wee. Y'all see what I see here? This guy looks good. Get underneath it. Look at all that juice coming out. Here we go, Scarlett. Woo! There we go. Okay, so now the turkey's off. I'm gonna wrap it with a little bit of foil just to kind of keep it at temp. Take it inside, and I'm gonna let this thing rest for a little while. And then once it's ready to cut, we'll get back with you. Moment of truth, it's been about half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour, somewhere around there. So there it is. Let's go from right here, bring this down, start right here at an angle. Now let's cut straight down right here. Get that little piece. It's nice and soft. I don't know if you guys can see that. Ooh, still warm. Look at that. Right on. That's good. Nice and juicy right here. It's pretty juicy. Let's take a bite. That is very, very, very good. Very good. Of course you can. Here, I'll give you a piece right now. Here's a piece for you. Is it good?
Yes, so juicy.
Here you go, Violet. All right, guys, again, that Lone Star grill is awesome. That cooked up an awesome turkey. I'm super happy about it. Violet loves it, Scarlett loves it, I love it. It's time for us to eat some turkey around here, and little Hazel loves it over there too. So I'm gonna cut this up, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Again, awesome, awesome, awesome. I hope you enjoyed this cook. Again, beautiful, beautiful turkey. Thank you very much, and Hazel says, hurry up and feed me. So bye guys, see you later, Fatty's Barbecue. Okay, good. All right, let's eat. Turn that off.